My name is Eric Blair. I'm with the Springfield, Massachusetts Police Department. My call sign is K94, and I'm with retired K9 Mr. Warner. I worked with Mr. Warner from November of 2014 to December of 2021. So Mr. Warner is he's a Belgian Malinois and Shepherd mix. He was imported from Hungary. He got his name through an essay contest that was given through Warner School.
Where did the Mr. Warner come from?
You know, I thought by adding a Mr. it would be a distinguished name for him. He's very popular in the community. We did a lot of canine demos for all the areas of the city. We go to Warner School every year and visit all the kids that helped name him. He received a Dakin Humane Society Award for just in general his whole career and all the highlights of his career, over 30 the guns that he found. He found numerous narcotics on calls. You know, a couple that come to light are a home invasion that was up in the Forest Park sector of the city, and we had gotten a call that 3 armed suspects had broken into a house and they had pistol whipped a woman, and she had a serious eye injury. So we sent Warner in. He ended up apprehending all 3 suspects, placed them under arrest. We found lots of drugs and guns, and that was one of them. And then a second one, it was the night he retired. He went after a suspect that fired at officers and broke into a home in the city. And we deployed him into the house he had broken into, and he located the suspect on the 3rd floor hiding in a closet. And he also found the firearm that was used. Springfield Police with a K9. The gun right there. Yep. Yes. K96. Oh, you got it. Springfield Police with a K9. Good boy, buddy. And he retired 2 hours later. 2 weeks after he retired, he got real sick. One of his hips got this big mass had grown on it, and he was looking at 3 surgeries with $8,000 of surgery cost. And at that time, it was a lot of money, and you know, the community stepped in and they did a GoFundMe, and they raised enough money to take care of him and treat him and make sure he had a healthy, happy retirement. Heroes Law was put into motion with the Massachusetts because of medical staff could not transport animals if they were injured while working.
I mean, that doesn't just make sense to a normal person. If there's a canine that's injured, they just couldn't treat him, they just had to leave him, and it was up to the officer to get him the proper care?
At that point, yes, because of mass law, they could not treat these animals. They had to be treated. We would grab these dogs and throw them in our cruisers and try to get there as fast as we can, and somehow try to give them medical care in between. And you know, we were losing a lot of dogs. Warner, he assisted with numerous medical agencies throughout Western Mass and even Eastern Mass with training all their techs into how to care for these dogs if they were to be wounded while working. So I want to say probably over maybe 1,500 people that he's trained in his retirement, you know, and so it's a good law, and I'm glad it was passed, and if it saves one dog, it was worth it. To me, it means, you know, all the hard work and dedication that this dog gave his body and everything to the city of Springfield, and you know, he was one of the most successful dogs in the department, and it just means a lot for him to be able to be recognized and be an ambassador to the city of Springfield for all his hard work, and to put Springfield on the map in Washington as to how great our canine unit is and what we strive for in these animals.
Mr. Warner assisted in hundreds of arrests in his 8-year career, including but not limited to over 30 firearms cases, narcotics cases, armed robberies, and assisted multiple law enforcement agencies, including the Massachusetts State Police. He is the most decorated canine in the history of his department and has received multiple local and national awards throughout his career. Even in retirement, Mr. Warner continues to serve his community. And today we are incredibly proud and honored to award Mr. Warner with the Animals in War and Peace Distinguished Service Medal No. 8. Congratulations, Mr. Warner, for your dedication, love of your community, and distinguished service with the Springfield, Massachusetts Police Department.